Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk to predators like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you watch these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own.
You ever catch your niece or nephew playing those weird games or watching those weird YouTube videos that, I don't know, seem to be saying some of the most inappropriate things, but it's just out of your earshot, so you kind of can't make out what's really being said or done on these things? Yeah, you should probably get up and check it out. Roblox, yeah, that's right, the kid game, is where, and this should be a no shit Sherlock type moment, kids and preds are linking up. If you don't know about Roblox, it's Minecraft. I actually don't even think there's any other equivalent besides Minecraft, but it's like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, online game where a lot of kids go and congregate. It's the Club Penguin for this generation times 40 million. It's Sims on steroids. I mean, it's really, really big. It's a big deal. Now, with that being said, it's come to be a platform in which preds found easy pickings. And I know that sounds crazy, but they usually go on there, pretend to be somebody, and do their normal thing. But with no Chris Hansen around to stop this, honestly, it's gone rampant for a long time. And not that Chris Hansen is like not alive anymore or anything like that. I just don't think Chris Hansen is technologically savvy enough to be catching preds on Roblox. With that being said, though, there have been vigilante groups, communities that have gotten together and started to catch said predators while playing the game. And this is where things turn for the worse.
Has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform. Within the last year, me and my team have gotten 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Almost all of them have admitted to doing this before to other Roblox users.
That Schlep and him and his banditos and their pred catching clan go out and find these preds that are playing these really, really weird games on Roblox and basically catch them. I mean, the old school style, pretend to be talking like a minor and then ultimately snap them up, get the police involved, they go to jail. Now, this isn't one of those situations that you see on social media when it comes to catching child predators. It's not those guys that lure people into Walmarts or underneath bridges and beat the living dog shit out of them. And that's gonna be for another day, because I have been critical about pred catching content on the platform. Honestly, a lot of it is just an excuse to beat up on somebody who potentially does have some sort of autism. There's never really any justice served. But in this situation, when Slep teams up with people like Gideon, I know, crazy crossover, they are actually catching preds.
Us working together, I believe we've caught 5 to 6 dudes, and I believe out of those 6 dudes, 5 of them have gotten arrested. I mean, the work we've done together has been amazing.
Now, you would think that doing this good action, this good deed in protecting children would have, Roblox and the greater community saying that this is a net positive. Like, there's nothing bad to be taken away from this. But for some reason, and we'll ponder why later on in the video, they don't want this to be happening.
I have just gotten a legal complaint from Roblox. I'm not even joking. They have sent a cease and desist letter to me, and they've gone ahead and banned every account I own. And you might be wondering, what heinous crime did you commit to possibly deserve that? Well, what I did was get predators arrested on their platform. Actually, 6 of them.
This is crazy.
I got 6 predators arrested within the Roblox community. Some of them, the crimes are so heinous, I can't even say here on TikTok or wherever this is going. And the thing that's crazy about it is that Roblox has taken a more firm action against me, a person getting these people arrested, a person that law enforcement has made public statements saying that they are glad when people like me go ahead and give them information so that they can arrest these people. Roblox has sent me the cease and desist letter, not these predators. That is absolutely insane. And the other thing that's crazy about this is Roblox itself. It is a predator haven.
That's right. It seems like, based off of the tweet that Roblox put out saying that they would sue people, the cease and desist that they sent to Gideon and Schlep, that Roblox is essentially protecting these guys. Which, again, I'm usually not on the side of, because these vigilantes on the internet don't do anything well. But Schlep, Gideon, and some of the other people that are extremely credible, I have no problem with. I actually praise and champion them. Something here to note that is that the line between children's places and adult places over the past X amount of years has become so blurred, it's getting indistinguishable. I know people are probably thinking like, well, what does that mean, Omar? Well, if you think about it, the number of teen clothing stores or preteen clothing stores has disappeared. Teen movies, preteen movies has dwindled down. Parks closing left, right, and sideways. Amusement parks and malls shutting down and saying that you can't be there without parental consent has been going out of your way. And there's been this concerted effort to try to justify, adults being in kids' spaces. Because for all intents and purposes, while it is a video game, I believe, and a lot of people believe, that Roblox is a children's video game. But for some reason, we've always been justifying these adults being on this platform. The reason why that is a big problem is because that allows these bad actors, these preds that we're talking about, to get on these platforms and take advantage of the young and unsuspecting kids. Mind you, I know you're probably still on the fence about that, saying, Omar, I disagree. But the shit that Roblox allows is disgusting at worst.
There are games on Roblox like XYZ Public Bathroom Simulator. That's about 7 million visits, and the whole premise of the game is showering together with kids. That is the whole game. If you join it, you're going to see predators, you're going to see naked avatars, you're going to see people peeing and all this sort of weird stuff. If I was a parent and I saw that, I would be outraged. I would be totally outraged. And parents aren't aware of this, and it's so sad. I get emails from kids daily about all the horrible stuff that they're exposed to. I get emails from parents talking about what their kids were exposed to. And there are so many predators on this platform. It is actually unreal.
This is why I said really peep in and watch what your kids are watching. I understand that you can't be 100,000% restrictive, but at the end of the day, you need to at least be very aware. Because what can seem like a kid's game, what can seem like a kid's TV show, can easily be manipulated by these bad actors and these preds online. While you think they're playing a Roblox game, there's a grown man in Bathroom Simulator. Why is that even allowed to be a title in the server? And with so much Roblox content, I mean, it's really hard to keep up at this point.
Roblox is interesting in the fact that it can allow users to create its own content. So users can create their own games, and those games can include adult themes like violence or sex or drugs.
Roblox is banned in my house. I've had things like cousins or god kids stay at my house before, and I've seen them put it on the screen. And even the YouTubers say and do some very pushy and boundary pushing things when they do Roblox content, but the game in and of itself just lacks moderation. So there's no way I'm going to allow people to participate in that type of environment so they can end up like Kim K's son, Saint, who ended up seeing his mom's schmex tape while just playing the app.
What? Who made that? Who made that? Let me see. Click on it. Ah! Oh, hold on. Chloe, look at this. What? Let me see.
I could put a pillow in a chair.
Chloe, come here. I feel like you're the only one that would understand.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm not sure what this means. This is a character on Roblox, what it says. What? I know, that's why I said.
That's not my character, that's a game.
It's a shame because that boy is as innocent as can be.
From what we've heard from other predator catchers, law enforcement there doesn't typically always take this as seriously. So Gideon found another place about an hour outside of Fresno for this meet to go down. He didn't have a car, but we actually had a backup plan. We told him our mom had given us an Uber gift card and we'd send him one to pick him up so he could meet us at this park. Because of how serious this was and the fact that I had been talking to this guy for about 2 months now, I had made the decision to fly out there and be there in person. I wanted law enforcement to see firsthand just how dangerous this individual was.
And the criticisms and claims, as made by Roblox and potentially some other people online, is that the way that Schlepp is going about this is immoral, wrong, and actually not legal. He's doing this by entrapping the people that come onto the platform, simulating sexual conversations with these people, potentially initiating them, but participating in them in a way that is wrong as deemed by Roblox.
Roblox is claiming that I'm engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk sexually to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators, like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is.
So based off of his own testimony and others' testimony, that's not how Schlepp goes. He actually details it pretty well in his videos as to what's going on, but for some reason, Roblox is denying this to be the reality of the situation. He's even linking it back to his own story, the reason that he even got into this, because Schlepp himself was groomed on Roblox. When Schlepp was younger, he had gotten groomed. He had made an attempt to end his life. His mom reached out to Roblox and Roblox sent her some sort of, brush me off email. So now we have the Schlepp that we have today who is going out here trying to protect kids, and Roblox again is brushing him off today. The problem with this whole thing is that Roblox doesn't have any sort of moderation. Instead of doing something to protect the kids on their platform, they went ahead and actually terminated Schlepp's account, banned him from the community's IP ban, went to the fullest extent. They never had any real conversation with him, never said, hey, this is what we're gonna do, never took into consideration that, hey, he is working with Jadeon, and Jadeon's legitimized and official legal teams that do get these people off these platforms. They never took into consideration all the police forces and units and squads that have thanked Schlepp for his acts of service in helping catch the Preds. They gave some whack-ass excuse as to why he shouldn't be doing this on the platform.
Let's take a peek at this real quick. While Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, and while it recognizes the serious nature of online predatory behavior, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox's established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox's users to increased risk. If that isn't the fattest load of barnacles you've ever tried to swallow, I don't know what is. The big thing with everyone that is actively trying to keep the platform safer, like people like Schlepp trying to catch predators, they report them immediately. That is the number one thing they do. The problem is, and you can look this up there yourself, there are so many articles that detail how nonchalant Roblox is when it comes to these reports. The problem is Roblox doesn't act on it.
I mean, it's quite simple. We don't need to beat around the bush anymore. It's easy to say this. Say it with me together. Roblox protects Preds. It's just that simple. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some greater conspiracy theory out there that gets revealed later down the line on the internet that says Roblox, the CEO and the owner and all this other stuff like that are in cahoots with some big organization in some ring or whatever the case may be. Because I find it quite interesting that all these internet neutrality safety commissions are putting together, ways to fight YouTube and TikTok and keep kids off of those platforms without submitting some sort of ID, but none of them are targeting Roblox, one of the few places that kids have left. This just seems so targeted. I don't know how else to really say this. I'm totally disgusted. You should be totally disgusted. It's free Schlepp until Schlepp is free. But ultimately, for the parents out there or anybody who has control over any sort of youth, we're done with Roblox. We got to be done with Roblox. They've had 5 million users daily since 2010. There is so much money in Roblox, and that's the bare minimum, by the way, but there's so much money in Roblox that it doesn't make sense that there isn't some sort of protection features enabled on Roblox outside of, hey, if you see them, tell us. We might not do anything, but still tell us. That's a weird game filled with weirdos, and it's run by weirdos as well. They're protecting predators, period.